Welcome back to the Girl Cave. Today it is a working session day. I have, I know I always say I have a mess, but today it is cray cray. Here's what I'm doing. I wanted to come in and do a short video for you. It's not going to be a process video per se, but it kind of is. I'm going to show you how to make envelopes without a lot of fuss, like no measuring. It's just like something quick. I am working on my gratitude project for November. If you have watched my channel, you know that for the past, 3 years now, I've made little gifts for people that I'm grateful for. And then I always give one away on my channel. So this year, I don't want to tell you what I'm doing, but I don't know what came over me. It's like, oh my goodness, is that what I'm doing? That's what I'm doing. So I have to create a lot of envelopes. And I didn't want to just purchase them because we have supplies. Let's use them up. I had a lot of these 4x6 photo mats that I'm not using. I have paper that I have plenty. I already started this video and it was crazy. So I'm going to just take a deep breath and try and calm myself so that it makes sense. Here's what I'm doing. I'm making 2 types of envelopes, but I'm going to show you how to make them really easy without a lot of math, because sometimes some of these videos have you measuring so much and I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. Like I'm pretty sure you can wing it. And if I can wing it, I'm going to wing it. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to make this type of envelope, and let me show you one. This is, I can't show you the other side, but see, this one has the nice seam. You see it? It's a nice straight seam. And then this one has a jagged seam. I kind of like the jagged seam a little better. I don't know. I think it looks kind of cute with that paper. By the way, some things in here might be part of the gratitude project. I'm hoping that it does not show on camera, but if it does, it's one of those I spy videos. See if you can spy something. Hopefully you cannot. All right, so here's what we're going to do. To make this one, I have been using these. I have a lot of these 4x6 sheets of paper. And I want to use them up because I don't use them as matting, right? I have a lot of them. So I'm going to make lots and lots of envelopes. So I place it this way. And then, let me make sure it's upside down. This might be something that's going to be included in the giveaway. You're going to place it here. Now, you just want to make sure that the paper that you are using is big enough to accommodate what you're trying to put in. So no measure. You don't have to measure. Just put it on your paper. Right, this would cover right here because this envelope goes like this, sideways. Let's see if I have one. Okay, it's just gonna go like this, and then this I can cut nice and straight, or I can do the jagged, and then this will cover here, and this is the flat. So you can do it that way, or you can do it this way. If what you have is long and narrow, you could do it that way, but mine is kind of short and stubby. So I'm going to place it there. And notice that I have washi tape on my marks because I'm making many of these. So I'm going to place it on the paper. And then you just want to make sure that you don't do your score line right where your item is. You want to give it a little bit of wiggle room. Not a lot, but just enough so that, it has some space to move. So I'm going to do my score line right there. And see, there's a little bit of wiggle room. And my score line right here. Look at that. I have all that space for it to move. Did I have to leave that much space? No. I could have just left a little bit less, like that. I don't know if you can see that. That would be enough. But it's okay because I have this whole big sheet of paper. Then I'm going to flip it. And I have to now do the bottom and top flap. So for this one, I'm going to do it here. No measuring. So my item is going to end right there. And I have to make sure that my next score line is no further than here because I gotta use the flap. So I made my lines already. Easy peasy. And then my item is gonna fit there. So now all you have to do, see, there was no measuring, no rulers involved. You're going to cut off the 4 corners of your paper. So where you scored, it forms 4 little corners there. See that? Is it showing? Yeah. 1, 2. So I'm going to cut this one, this one, this one, and that one. How easy is that? And does it have to be perfectly straight? No, not really. I mean, you don't want it to be totally wonky, but it's quite forgiving. So that is going to be this type of envelope. So it's kind of like a rectangular envelope. Okay, now I'm going to throw these pieces away. I'm going to keep this one because I could do some tabs with that. And then I'm done with that. I'm going to show you how to fold it. You're just going to crease crease where you had those score lines. Again, you don't have to be particularly perfect. You want to crease it so that you can see it well. And then before you do anything else, I like to do this. Go ahead in the top flap. Use your corner rounder. It'll make it look just a little bit nicer. Just a tad nicer. And then for the bottom one, this is what I like to do. I like to take my scissors, again, no measuring, and just not a complete angle, but very, what would I call that? Math people, what kind of angle is that? That type of angle. Is it an isosceles? I don't know. I just remember that word for math. And there, that's done. So now I'm going to make sure before I cut this, I can cut it nice and straight with my paper cutter, or I can do the ragged edge. So I like to do the ragged edge. This is where this part ends. So I'm going to make sure that I go way past that, almost to the end. And then I just do that. How cute is that? How cute is that? And now I'm going to take my adhesive and come close to the edge. Little bit of adhesive. Close it. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here on the bottom flap. Put a little bit of adhesive close to the edge. Close it. And there you have it. Look how cute is that? Look how cute. I have a little envelope. Okay, look how cute. And then this one, for this one, I found this at either a garage sale or at a crop, or someone gave it to me. I mean, it was, I'm pretty sure I did not buy it because I'm not a card maker. But for the right price, free, I was like, yeah, I'll take it and we'll play with it. But when I was looking at how to use this, I mean, there was a lot of math involved. And like 2 3/8 and all of that. That's too much math for me. Here's what I found out. Okay, so I started with a 5x5 sheet of paper. And then the tutorial that I was following said, score it at 2 3/8. And there's a mark right there. There's lots of marks there. Listen, I found an easier way. We're going to wing it. I need another piece of paper. Let me find one. So this is a photo mat, and it is 4.5 by 6. So I'm gonna cut it at 4.5 square because it does have to be a square. That's all the math we're doing. I'm done with the math. All right, so now I'm going to place the middle, and we're not measuring. We're gonna think, hey, that looks like it's in the middle, right? Place it like that, and then you're going to see, maybe I need to zoom out just a little bit more, but not too much. I don't want you to see anything that you should not. Okay, there's a scoring line right here. This is the only scoring line. You're going to score your paper, and this is a little bit thicker cardstock, so I have to score a little and then punch it. Turn it, and now it says use the score guide right there. So there's a little handle. That now I'm going to place right on the scoring line that I just scored, and I'm going to score again and punch. And do the same thing 4 times. And you're going to say, but Jeannie, how do I know what size this envelope is going to turn out to be? Do you, listen, I got you. All you need to know is what size is what you're going to put in the middle. Okay? So let's say I want to put this in the middle. Well, that's two. Let's say I want to place this in the middle. I'm going to measure this, and it measures 1.5 inches. So I need to make sure that the area, the usable area, is going to be maybe 2 inches because I want it to be larger than the item that I'm placing. And if I want it to be, so if this measures 1.5, I'm going to make my center at least 2 inches. And for my center, my usable area to be 2 inches, my square has to be double that. It's a little less than double, but since we are doing easy math, we're going to say double. So if I cut a 4-inch square, my usable area is going to be 2 inches. We're doing easy math. We are rounding up to give us some wiggle room. So if the piece that I want to put in the box is 1.5, I'm going to make sure that the inside is at least 2 inches. For it to be 2 inches, my outer square, I'm going to cut at 4. And that's going to give me a lot of wiggle room, which we always want because if you put several things in there, you're going to want some extra space. So look, it's almost 2 3/4. And we cut this one at 4. Was it 4 or 4.5? 4.5. So 4.5 divided by 2 would be 2 1/4. It is way more than 2 1/4. Easy math. And now all I do is where I creased it, I'm gonna fold it, and I can do it like that or use the back side of this to round the corners and do that. Because I'm working on the gratitude project and I have to make a lot of envelopes. They're not all the same size. So I don't want to waste a lot of time measuring. Look how cute that is. And because this is thicker cardstock, when I do my adhesive, like I can leave it, like I don't have to make it completely flat. Like there's a lot of space in there. Because remember, we did the rounding up, so you have lots of space. So I could put, try not to show you what it is, a little bit more than that in there, which I will. So now I'm going to take my adhesive and I'm going to put a little dot right on this corner. Boop. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on the very edge of my flap. And now my envelope is ready to be stuffed. Once I stuff it, I just put some adhesive on this side and it is sealed. And you can decorate your envelope later or just send it like that. Isn't that cute? Super easy. That is my tutorial for today. I wish I could show you a little bit more, but my desk is a mess because I've been working on all of this. And then I had created a station, like little piles of everything that I'm doing, equal piles on the floor. It looked like Santa's workshop. It was beautiful. And then last night, my granddog walked in and he walked all over my piles. And then, of course, something moved, spooked him, and he went crazy. He did that thing with his feet. My piles are all over the place. They're not in order anymore. It looks like Santa's workshop has been vandalized. So today, I wanted to do a quick layout video for you, but I can't because I really need to pick everything up from the floor and get it done. But I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be such a great gratitude project, and I had to start early because it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one and it's gonna take me a lot of time. So I hope to see you again next week, and I hope that if you are new to my channel, that you give this video a like and you join me and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget that we also have a Facebook group called Crafting in the Girl Cave, and hit that notification bell because in November, this video is going to come out. Well, not this video, but a video on my gratitude project is going to come out, and you will have the opportunity to put your name in for the drawing for one of these big gifts that I'm creating. I'll see you again next week. Bye.